Alright guys, I'm aware of the take I literally just made 2 weeks ago about how Travis Scott hate is completely unwarranted and that he makes great music and that his critics are fucking retarded. I know I literally just made that video, but the recent release of Jack Boys 2 has really got me worried for Travis Scott's creative and artistic future, alright? Because right now is on the path to becoming just like his boyfriend Drizzy Drake, as in someone so fucking complacent in this superstar level of fame and money that they just don't care anymore. They realize they can just push out slop garbage and it'll still sell over 100,000 units in a week. That's my concern here, you know. It seems like he has realized that his fans will eat up anything that he fucking throws out. And not just his fans, but the casual listener, the average Joe in public, you know. Like, he has reached such a high level of superstar status that like pretty much everyone knows about Travis Scott. So like he can put any fucking dog shit out and everyone will listen to it, you know. Like, and you know, I feel like that really explains the level of quality, inspiration, creativity, and care on this project. Because let me just be honest with you, let me just be straight, alright? Let me just tell you the cold hard truth. There was none of that on this album, okay? This album was probably the most uninspired I've heard Travis Scott in forever. Like, I've never heard him this fucking bored ever. And you know, you might say that saying Travis is falling off is kind of an overreaction. There have been bumps in quality over his career, like Birds in the Trap, Huncho Jack. This is not the first time he has dropped something mid by public standards. However, this time it's fucking different. And let me tell you why, bro. Back then, projects that people refer to as mid, like Birds in the Trap, there was a concept there. There was some level of creativity. Like, the fact that he had Andre 3000 on the intro track says a lot, bro. Like, Travis still had drive back then. He had hunger. He just fired the wrong shot, you know, shot in the wrong direction. But the effort and care was there. He just didn't execute it well enough, you know. Same with Huncho Jack. Like, the chemistry between Travis and Quavo, man, it's way better than whatever the fuck chemistry we got on this album. Because it's honestly so embarrassing and pathetic how little Don Toliver and Travis even interacted with each other. Like, I thought this was a Jack Boys project, not a Travis Scott slop album with like 2 or 3 mid Don Toliver songs all throughout and like Shaq West for some reason. And you know, that's no shade towards Shaq West. It's just that if you want to have Shaq West there, at least give him something to do other than continue to make boring slop songs, you know, like boring slop trap songs. Because you know, the thing with Shaq West is that he can really hype up a crowd, he can really hype up a song, he can really hype up the listener, give them some energy, you know. He's like a fucking caffeine rush every time he comes on the song, chanting a chorus, chanting a verse, you know, whatever. He brings that energy, but on this album, it's non-existent. He's literally just fucking falling asleep with Travis Scott in the same bed, with Drake probably joining in within the next 5 minutes to give both of them juicy fucking backshots. And then Kai Cenat, Drake's other fucking side chick, will join in and start begging for Drake to drop a new fucking mid-ass album called For All the Dogs 2.0. This time, it's a Not Like Us remix because fuck Kendrick Lamar, and I'm still dragging the beef. Okay, that was a bit off topic, but you get what I mean. No one on this album sounds like they want to fucking be in the studio. It sounds like they're going through caffeine withdrawals with how sleepy they fucking sound. The production is sleepy as hell. It's just all around a disappointing mess of an album, and I'm so disappointed that Travis, despite all the shots that Pusha T has been sending him, and despite all the eyes being on him because of Pusha T, he decides to just squander the opportunity and say, fuck it, I don't care. My fans will eat this up, and I'll put out this absolutely fucking mid-ass, sleepy-ass album, and everyone's gonna call me the GOAT still, and there'll be at least 100,000 people who will consistently call me the GOAT and die by my side. And you know, I was honestly one of them just a few hours ago before I heard this fucking album, because my worst nightmare when it comes to Travis Scott is really coming true. And that is the fact that he's gotten so complacent in this superstar, multi-millionaire status that he sees no point in trying anymore. And that's honestly so tragic. And it's the same path that Drake went down, because whether you like Drake or not, or whether you like to clown on him every day like me, Drake had some really good shit back in the day. After Views, man, you can really start hearing that complacency bleed into his music. With Scorpion, with More Life, things became more bloated and more sleepy, and now here we have For All the Dogs and fucking Some Sexy Songs for You or something. And you have a fucking horse teeth midget raising the fuck out of your ass at every turn because you probably sent him $10,000 a month on that OVO payroll thing to consistently shit on Kendrick Lamar and suck the fuck out of every single OVO artist cock in history. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that this video is one of my more angry ones. I'm not very happy right now because Travis Scott is honestly one of my favorite like rappers and artists of all time, and the fact that his critics might actually make some sense now, that fact I just can't grasp it, you know. It's tragic, you know, someone who made rodeo is falling off this hard. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Very long rant. Sorry about the anger, sorry about the swearing. Hopefully you weren't watching with your children. If you were watching with your children, you should probably like send that child off to adoption, because you obviously can't raise a child. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.